There is a creature alive today who has survived millions of years of evolution without change, without passion, and without logic. It lives to kill. A mindless eating machine. It will attack and devour anything. It is as if God created the devil and gave him jaws.
Hello, Owl Pals. Happy 4th of July, Independence Day. And when I think of Independence Day, I think of Jaws. Welcome to Films with Friends special Independence Day edition with the 1975 classic from Steven Spielberg, music by John Williams, and starring the adorable little Bruce, that lovable flesh-eating machine. With us today is Soundtracks with Birdman. How are you doing, sir? Thank you for being the inspiration for this rewatch.
Well, we did a movie last year, so I thought we needed to do a movie this year.
Yeah, this is kind of a little thing with Daniel and myself. We're both kind of lonely fellas, and on the holidays we kind of get together, watch a film. Thanksgiving we've done it. Christmas, I think, didn't we do it at Christmas?
Yeah,
we might have. And 4th of July, he suggested Jaws. So I was like, dude, I was going to watch it anyways. Let's do it and have everybody join us. In the chat so far, we got Ghost Planet Max. I'm just saying Ghost Planet. You know who you are. Going to need a bigger boat for this one. Definitely we are. And yes, it is getting a Lego set. In fact, Birdman sent me that in chat this morning. It's like, dude, look. And I
need it.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if I have I don't have a lot of patience. So when I still got one I still have to do that you sent me, the Y-wing from Star Wars. I still need to put together. And it's sitting right next to my table. I was like, as soon as I get my table cleaned off.
There are in the box collectors for Lego, so no shame.
Yeah, but I am not an in the box kind of guy. I want to rip that sucker up and play with it. That's what a toy is meant to do. That's what a collectible is meant to be. I don't like the term collectible. I like toy. You're supposed to play with it. We got Joshua V with us. Thank you, sir, for joining us today. D. Penzak, welcome. I do have the Cosby link up top. Now, everyone who has been with us or with me on a Friday night knows me and Cosby have a love-hate relationship. I love that we can watch a movie together. I hate that it seems to want to restart 15 to 30 minutes into the film. But we're going to try it. Let's see what happens. It's just us friends here. Stuff happens. And we're going to try it. I'm going to try something else also. I'm going to run the version on my media player as well as another version on Cosby. It's actually the same version, just one's 1080, the other was 720. Who really cares? But I have two versions, so I'm just going to split them up, and I want to see if that works. If it does, great. I'll always have a reference to go back and fix the Cosby one. So, Daniel, Jaws. John Williams.
Yes.
Wow.
Second Academy Award.
What was his first one?
Fiddler on the Roof.
Fiddler on the Roof. Oh, awesome. Yeah, Jaws. Okay, I was 10 years old, saw it in the movie theater. Yes, 10 years old, and your mom's taking you to see Jaws?
Hell yeah, it's the 70s.
Yeah, it was the 70s. I was a very mature child, and I loved it. In fact, I saw it several times that summer, but I always had to hide my eyes at that one point where that head pops out of the hole. So that was the only thing that freaked me out. Everything else I was cool with. And it did take me a while to get to that, even into adulthood, where I could really got used to that head popping out. That was one of my childhood traumas that it took a while to get over. And also joining us today is the new member of the Birdman family. Why don't you introduce your new little daughter?
Say hello, Taco.
That is Taco.
Say hello, Taco.
She's been in the family since yesterday.
Yesterday. Not quite 24 hours.
Got her at Walmart.
Walmart. Yeah.
Free o charge.
Yeah. Yeah. Lifetime of commitment and responsibility.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that. But yeah, Daniel, when did you first see Jaws? I'm sure you didn't see it in the theater because you were probably still a fetus. Or when it came out.
I was one.
You were 1 year old?
75, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was one.
I doubt you were a 1 year old there seeing Jaws.
I probably first saw it when I bought it on Laserdisc.
Cool. And you still have that Laserdisc, right?
No, I don't.
Oh man, I thought that
Oh.
that would be worth it. I never had a Laserdisc. I had the other video disc.
Betamax?
No.
No.
Yeah, it was like a regular record player.
Yeah,
but it wasn't a laser. But I had that. The first one I ever had that was Star Wars. I sold that and all the ones I had at a yard sale. And you look back, heck, and I didn't know what I had, and I would really never afford it anyway. So the RCA disc, it was something like that. There was a word for it. I think it began with C. What the type of a disc it was, but it was just the laser. It was just a video disc, they called it. And but I don't think I had Jaws on it. But yeah, Jaws always been a big thing with me. I've always loved it. Even appreciate it probably more now than I did when I was younger. It is, to me, for July 4th, what Die Hard is to Christmas for a lot of the Die Hard fans out there. Throwing that one in for the Birdman, because he and I have a lot of discussion about that. Is it a 4th of July movie? It happens on 4th of July, sort of. One part of it anyway. But that's a lot of fun. So that's enough talk. Let's get to watching. Like I said, it's going to be a little weird, dicey here for a minute because I got to start two off at the same time. But I am going to start Cosby off first because I can always set where I'm at. Let me select my media. Videos. And I am playing this one on Cosby. Load it. Load up the file. Okay, yeah, it kind of started it's at 4 seconds on that, which means I'm going to take it to, but before I start, I want to see if this will still play. Okay, I'm going to put that one there.
Big Al, do you have the soundtrack for Jaws?
I do not. I really need it. I need Jaws. I need a lot of them individually. Jaws, Close Encounters, Raiders. I have Star Wars on LP, but I don't have a lot on CD. It's amazing, like the stuff I have on CD. It's also amazing the stuff I don't have on CD. But I really have to double check because you never know when something might pop up. But are you ready to go, Birdman?
Yes.
Okay. Starting, like I said, I'm at the 4 second mark on Cosby because it just happened to be that's where I started. If there is a Cosby issue, let me know. I'm not watching it on Cosby. I'll probably check it every now and then, but let me know if there's an issue. In 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so got them hopefully synced up here. Sonic Brown production. Also, those on Cosme, I'm not watching the Cosme version. Like I said, let me know if something happens. Also, I can't read your comments on Cosme. I'm looking at the StreamYard / YouTube comments. Jaws. Co-starring Lorraine Gary. Murray Hamilton. One of the great villains. Although, would you classify him as a villain?
No, I don't think so. He's just
he's a politician.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the actress's name, but the one who plays the first victim, Chrissy, of course, just recently left us.
She was also in 1941.
That's true, and pretty much doing the same scene.
Yep.
If anybody's ever seen that, it's awesome. 1941 is, I think, a very unappreciated Spielberg movie. I get why people don't think it's that good, but a lot of those reasons makes it good in my book. But yeah, she just recently passed away. God bless her soul. Blair Hathaway. I always thought Harry probably knew more than he let on. Are you talking about Bad Hat Harry?
Yeah.
Taco's first viewing, Deep Penzak said, yes. Swimming. She was very much a 70s kind of a girl. I don't know how else to put it. Kind of a Sissy Spacek kind of attractiveness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like you compare her to all like she's not like a Charlie's Angels type, but she's just got something. Yes, rest in peace to Martin Mull and Bill Cobbs. Yep.
Spielberg thought this film was going to destroy his career because it was delayed, over budget, so many problems.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the Jaws documentary about the making of the film?
I know I've seen some things on YouTube.
There's actually I don't know if it was like a 6-hour, like a TV special or something.
Taco, come here.
But it was about all the stuff that happened and where they stayed, what it was like, and I like watching stuff like that. Oh God, no! How'd you like my intro? One of the early trailers. I chopped the first part and just kept the little logo at the end.
I think this was the first film to break 100 million at the box office.
Might have been. Because things started to go crazy after this. 1975, They didn't really have like how things got to be, and sadly are no longer having that quote unquote summer blockbuster. But it started with Jaws. This was the first one that really set that summertime was a time to put out the big film.
And it had the T-shirts, it had the beach towels, it had the
it had tons of marketing. And then 2 years later, a film that probably owes a lot to Jaws and Spielberg. A lot of people don't realize Spielberg did play a factor in Star Wars. He saw an early copy of it that was actually felt bad for Lucas, but that was before a particular individual put his take on the film. You know who?
Marcia Lucas.
No, George.
Although she did save that film in edit. She did save that film.
True, but John Williams' music
That's true.
saved that film. You know, the Jaws hologram and Back to the Future too. Yeah. I like there's a quick shot later where they're doing the Jaws video. It's not a Jaws video, but it's like Shark Attack or video game, arcade game. I vaguely remember that. Lorraine,
Hey,
is Lorraine Gary still with us, or did she recently pass?
I think she died.
I'm suddenly not that sure. Oh no, she's still with us. God bless her. Still kicking it old school. Island living. I need to get some Jaws stuff.
Got that beach towel. I mean that not beach towel. Bed blanket.
Oh, with my bed blanket?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's not technically Jaws, but it's a big shark's head.
Okay. Well,
What the Birdman is talking about a couple of weeks ago, I didn't have like a good blanket for my bed that was kind of on the thinner side. I had a Star Trek throw, but it was only like 50 by 60. It didn't really cover me head to toe if I wanted to. So I looked for one, and I got a 90 by 75 inch fleece blanket with a big shark's head on it for $12. I saw that, I had to get it. I was like, I can cuddle up in the summertime, turn the AC up so it's chilly, and watch Jaws in my shark blanket. And also it's also Shark Week coming up, so they should just make July Shark Month.
Shark Month. That's right.
Yeah, just like Halloween shouldn't just be a day; it should be a whole month. You know, that night's going to stay with that guy forever. He could have easily been in that water and got chomped on himself.
Yep. Al, I just got you Close Encounters on CD. It's coming your way.
Close Encounters? Oh, wow.
You said you didn't have it?
No, I don't have that. Jaws are a whole bunch of them.
Okay, well, now you've got Close Encounters coming.
Oh, thank you. We'll have to watch that one day, too. We'll have to do a John Williams Spielberg collaboration set of streams. Shark Attack. Imagine having to do that in the old days before computers. You had to line everything up.
Yeah. Taco, come here. Come here. Come here.
That's a pretty little town. Amity.
I'm back 1 second now.
Okay. Sorry. John Williams also worked on Amazing Stories. Pre-Tales of the Crypt. HBO Danny Elfman worked on Amazing Stories too. Yeah, Amazing Stories kind of doesn't get a lot of love anymore. That was a great series. I like a good anthology series. Amazing Stories, Twilight Zone. Outer Limits. Yeah, Twilight Zone had some episodes on today. Always embarrassing to do something like that in a store. Has anybody ever read the novel that this is based on? Way different story.
Have you read the book, Al?
I have not, but I have it, and I have it. I have the audiobook version. I play it. That was one of my. It's one of my summertime to do things this summer. I want to read the original novel.
Is the audio abridged or is it full?
It's full. At least I think that's what it said. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of differences. There's like this whole like love affair thing going on between Hooper and Brody and Mrs. Brody. And I think when they go out, they don't stay out. They come back and then they go out like every day. I think. Not 100% sure. Yeah, Night Gallery was another one.
You know, I would love that I could be wearing like a windbreaker right now and not be dying. That would be so awesome.
Yeah. I like wearing a sweater, like a shaker.
That would be
sweater.
fine too. That would be fine too. Because
I like a nice shaker sweater.
I've changed clothes twice today.
Due to wetness.
Yeah, just skankiness. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a heat advisory on my computer thing this morning for tomorrow. I guess it's supposed to be hot tomorrow.
Yeah.
Gotta love Murray Hamilton's blazer there with the anchors on it.
Hey, I would wear that. I mean, Brooks Brothers make something like that every summer.
Does he have the pants to match? I forgot to look.
Sometimes they make pants to match.
I'm just wondering if he's got the pants on. Nah, he's got dark pants on, which I actually think is a better look. I like a dark pant, light jacket. Something I was going to do, but never got around to it. I was going to do a top 10 things I love about Jaws. Number 1, Mrs. Kittner.
Why her?
The scene that comes later when she confronts the chief on the pier.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is a brilliant scene. And she had so much emotion in that scene. That is my absolute favorite scene of this film from from an actor standpoint. I just love what she gave to that scene. And there's a great little story that she walked into a restaurant up in Martha's Vineyard, and I think it had Jaws themed stuff in it. And she said, "Well, I'm Ms. Kittner," and she's like, "You are?" And it's like, "Wait here." Brings out the owner of the restaurant is the guy who played her son.
No way.
Yep. And they had like a little reunion right there. Little Billy Kittner. I don't think she's with us. I think she has passed on, but Think about that. Just something I just noticed. He had the guy in front in focus and the girl swimming in focus. What a great shot. If you guys watch on Cosme, let me know if it's still okay. Bad hat, Harry.
Would you say a Jaws one sheet is your Grail movie poster?
No.
No?
No. You know my Grail.
I don't know. You talk about it an awful lot.
I do love that imager. There are several that are my great. Now, I, unlike you, don't need an actual poster or an actual original poster. I like the artwork. So I'm totally 100% cool.
In that case, you should have every poster you would ever want.
Well, I'm getting around to doing some, but also space is an issue when you're talking 27 by 40. I don't have the wall space you have. Plus, it's hard for me to put stuff on a wall.
You don't have the wall space. Okay.
No, I have I have walls. You know I have wall space because I have nothing on my walls. Oh, love that shot too. That little zoom in with the way they did the background. Yeah, I think they retired the Jaws ride. They should put it back though. I mean, I think you never see her in anything else that I'm aware of. I just thought she did a great job with the 2 little short scenes she had. Alex Kittner. Why did I say Billy Kittner?
I'll be right back. Sorry.
What?
I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. I never noticed him hitting his head before. I've seen this film like a bazillion times. I've never seen him hit his head on the accountant side before. See, you find things new in a film, no matter how many times you see it.
I heard commotion outside, but they're just playing.
Oh, okay. I never noticed. They're going down through the hallway in here. The chief hits his head on the accountant side. I'd never noticed that before. I love it. But the original Jaws poster is in my top 5 wants on my wall. I have one, and that is the Legend of Baggy Creek. I plan to get Star Wars version A. And then
I've got that.
I think after that, I have maybe room. Well, I've got Willow, where I know where that's going to go. I have In Search of Noah's Ark. I know where that's going to go. I have Dragon Slayer, thanks to you, which is a half sheet. I have 2 places where that might go. But I think I have room for one more big one. I just don't know what I want that one to be yet.
How about a Jaws 7 sheet? Original.
What's a 7 sheet?
A 1 sheet? multiply that
Holy-
times 7.
Holy crap.
I know. It's on eBay. It's only like $35,000.
Jeez, you'd have to have like an immense
It's
mansion.
83.5 times 92.5
Inches or feet?
inches. Yes.
One of the great characters of all time. That's why it's because of him. It's my favorite pun in a review I've ever done. Jaws being the quintessential blockbuster. Actually, quintessential summer blockbuster. Kill him for 10. There was a parody on I think it was Carol Burnett show of Jaws, which was hysterical because it was happening in a toilet in a bathroom. So every time somebody sat and they got eaten on the toilet or in the tub or something. I've never been able to find it though. I gotta look for it again. No, but you got me watching those post restoration videos too, which are pretty cool looking.
I would have just paid him. I've been like, you can do it, because I believe him. I'm like, dude, I think you could do this. I'd just be like, you get half up front, the other half when you bring him in.
Yeah. And if you die, hey, you're saving half the money.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So he wanted what, 10,000?
10,000, I think, yeah. He said he'd find him for 3, but he'd catch him and kill him for 10.
So that would be worth about 60,000 today.
Okay.
$58,377.14.
Who? Which would be a lot for a small little town that was looking at their top time to come. So they're at the short end of their money right now.
Yeah.
Because the big money is in the summertime and they ain't quite hit their peak time yet. Great painting to see to get her like that.
Do what?
I think when she sees that painting, get out of the one. You heard your father. This is a great scene. Also, a reminder, everybody, 8 o'clock tomorrow night, also here on Big Al Presents, going to be watching Dragonheart. Kind of to get wet everybody's whistle for the 10 o'clock rewatch on Saturday night on Netter's Network of Dragon Slayer. I swear, this is something that my uncles would have done.
I don't think anyone related to me would ever try this.
This was me when I was a kid. I used to love reading books about shark attacks and whales. And
Do you know sharks regrow teeth when they lose them?
yep, they're kind of like on a conveyor belt system. Like they kind of roll forward or backward. I'm trying to remember how I'm situated. But yeah, they're meant to pop off. Basically, they just keep regenerating. Yeah, I'd be upset to waste a roast like that.
Better to lose the roast than lose your life.
That's true. But I've found something else, like a big fish. It's like the ominous turnaround of that thing. Don't.
I mean, the music really is the shark. I mean, that's
that's a great point. Because you do not really see the shark in its full awesomeness. Well, you kind of sort of see it when it's in the pond, the lagoon thing.
I'm sorry, Al. Excuse me one more time.
Okay. But the first major look at that thing is when, they figure out they need a bigger boat. One of the great accidents ever in a movie was the fact that this shark couldn't work right when they were first doing the film. And so they did a lot without the shark in the shot, which I think just improved the film. It took me a long time to realize that is the guy whose head was in the hole in the boat.
Girlfriend? No.
You having doggy trouble?
I just life with a puppy.
They're all gonna die. I figured out why I liked Hooper, because he's a bit of a smartass.
Hey.
Is that Taco? Like I was saying earlier when you went off, it took me a long time to realize it's that guy whose head pops out. Ben Gardner?
Yeah. Taco, come here. I'll be running off.
Talk about needing a bigger boat. I had an uncle who used to have I don't know what it was called, but he had a nice little boat. Would want one bigger than that, though, if I was going after what they're going after.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd want an aircraft carrier if I was going against them. I like that they never really show what he's looking at. I mean, they show the arm. Like I said, I think this is the most you ever see of her. It was a shark. Now that was a real shark, wasn't it? If it wasn't, it's a hell of a prop.
Rocco, come here. Baby, come here. Oh no, come here.
Ooh, that little blonde is cute. There's Quint. I like the fact he already knows. He already knows that's not the shark. Oh, what? I like how he says that. The sacrificial tiger shark. I would love to see the mayor's closet. You know he's got some stuff in there.
Styling. Profiling.
What did you say? What'd you say?
I said he's styling. Profiling. He's the pimp of the island.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? I thought you were talking about Joseph Stalin. I was like, what?
No. He wore boring ass clothes. He just wore like military drab olive.
Oh, here's the scene. I love the scene. Wham!
You know, I guess in the hierarchy of how you're going to lose your child, being killed by an animal is probably.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I love that. I just love that scene. Just imagine how he feels, knowing she is right. He could have used every ounce of weight he had to close that beach for an extended amount of time and keep, but it was her son that eventually got them to close it. It's like you knew there was something out there and you kept it open and you had it open anyway. Yeah, I mean, he got pressured by it, but he. This is so cute.
You have a similar scene in E.T. between Elliot and E.T.
Oh yeah, like the whole. Well, ET, I think it's how they sync up. That's how
Yeah.
ET kind of connects himself. And of course, knowing from the other films, this kid gets eaten by a shark later too.
Yeah, he gets his arms bitten off and then he falls in and.
Jaws 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the older son that. The older son's the main character, number 3 and 4.
Yeah, before he impales that shark on the mast of the ship.
Ooh, I like that trumpet tankard back there. I say he might not have eaten all day. I say that's not a big shark. Tells you how effective they are at.
Yeah, I mean it's bigger than what I would want to run into.
The only big shark I'd ever want to run into is a whale shark. They're actually kind of peaceful. So what the hell with letting it breathe? I'm drinking it anyway. Lemonade. What is the time code? 4211. 4220. That's because where most of them are. I love the fact you can buy a replica of the license plate that he pulls out.
Really?
I believe so. Have you ever watched The Fan Man and you see the license plate he has in the background?
Okay.
I gave that to him. It's the license plate that was on the car that Michael Myers escaped with, the station wagon. I got it for Christmas, birthday, I forgot. Thought it was a unique little talking piece. Yeah, that I think you can get that. You know what? One thing I think really helps this film, the outfits that they wear aren't so out of date that it takes you out of the picture. It really stands up well.
They're just very realistic.
Yeah.
For the characters.
But you honestly, if you saw them today, they wouldn't look out of place.
Yeah.
That's a nice boat.
He really does have a pretty fancy boat.
Yeah. What a pretzel. Yeah. Yeah, I can say it's everything's an island if you look at it. Australia's an island, Greenland, Africa.
Most everything on the planet is surrounded by water. So
Yep.
you know, there's like a debate for the longest time what watch Richard Dreyfuss wears in this movie. They said it was a Rolex, but no one could confirm it. But it was later confirmed. Alsta Nathoscape Super Automatic.
Interesting.
Which you can get one. I mean, you know, like around $1,000.
Which actually is, I mean, it's better than Rolex as far as being less money.
Cheaper.
Me, I don't think you should pay more than $50 for a watch. Because all I needed to do is tell time.
They've made a 50th anniversary one. I like specifically like a Jaws 50th anniversary one. It's like $1,500.
Well, next year is 50th anniversary for Jaws. And of course, 2 years after that, 50th for Star Wars.
This doesn't seem right. No.
I know. You hear crunching? I'm eating some Triscuits. Soak up some of the chili from my chili dog. You said you had a barbecue baked potato?
Yeah, I went to Ted's for a late lunch.
My mother used to make a Mexican baked potato or something like that.
What was on that?
It was like it was turkey meat that was kind of like a taco, that had taco flavorings.
Yeah.
You know, kind of that, and she put that on the potato, on a baked potato with some salsa and sour cream and cheese. And like a little, like sprinkling of onions or something like that. Ah! That traumatized me as a child. I would sit with my head down and wait for the screams in the theater to stop.
Taco, come here. Here, baby.
I would say, well, Ben Gardner's head popped out of a hole and made me drop it. Sorry.
Yeah.
You know, Maryland's known for having some nice shark fossils.
And
Shark
crabs,
teeth.
right?
And crab, but they're there's a place in Calvert County, Calvert Cliffs. A lot of people go over there and like dig, and there's shark teeth all over the place. In fact, a kid found a megalodon tooth.
Wow.
I'd love to have a megalodon tooth.
What about a pet megalodon?
Yeah, it would take a really big aquarium.
Taco, come here. Come here. Thank you.
An eating machine. They make little sharks. I love that line. They make little sharks. That's a nice little rock to sit on. Shark souvenirs.
Yeah, tourist towns really do live and die by the tourist season. You know, it's
Yeah. Well, just like we have it's not as bad, but we have like a place called Solomon's Island
yeah.
close by, and they used to, not as much anymore, had these little mom and pop type stores. But yeah, summertime, here's that shark name. Killer shark. Gotta love an old time video game.
State of the art.
Yep.
Taco. No, come here.
That's Robert Benchley, the guy who wrote the book. Or Peter Benchley. God, I can get first names right tonight.
He also didn't he write a book about was it octopus or squid or
Might have.
it made like a movie of the week about it?
Let me double check. Peter Benchley. He wrote The Island Beast. That might have been it.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah, that was about. Yeah, a TV movie called The Beast, starring William Peterson, 1996. And his other one called White Shark was adopted as Creature.
I would not be taking my grandkids out. I just couldn't.
Yeah, I just love how terrified they look when they're getting in there. They're like, we die as a family.
Mm-hmm.
Churning up that water. Smorgasbord. Nom, 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 nom.
I really never understood what's so appealing about going to the beach. When
you really think about it, it's gritty, it's hot.
Yeah. Crowded, noisy.
The water's dirty, usually.
Yes.
Unless you're like in Greece or something where it's crystal.
Seaweed.
Sharks. Things will nibble at
Yeah.
you.
Piranhas. Killer octopuses.
Octopi. That's it. Sacrifice everybody. Get out of here. Out of the way, kids.
See, this is how a motherfucker gets shot. You know what I'm saying?
No. Why not use one? That's what gets everybody out. Too bad there's not like a shark netting, Not that it would stop that thing if it wanted to get through, but it would be something. Ugh. They are lucky that more people didn't get hurt getting out of the water. I fell right under the bus. He made me do it. That's more than cardboard because that thing's still got some stiffness to it. You know, I know a bad thing's about to happen, but that girl's cute.
Now, I think the girl with the bandana on her head's pretty hot.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. That girl's cute. I'm doing it. Leave me alone. That is an itty bitty bed, boys. That guy is sitting in. And that's the clearest view that we had of the shark up until now. And that's an even better shot. Oh, that was always freaky. I like that little POV shot. One problem with the beach, you get covered in sand like that when you're wet.
Yeah. That's why you don't go to the beach.
So I said there's a full moon movie called Evil Bongware. A cute Evil Bong. Oh, where a cute blonde lady wears a shark bra and says one of the characters, just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water. She quotes Jaws. Yep. Yeah, that is like the line from Jaws 2, the tagline, just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water. Because it took a few years for people to like, okay, and now they're like, just what you thought is on the shark. So you got him at his weakest right now. He'll sign anything. You hear chewing, I'm chewing on peanuts. I got Iranian caviar on TV. What? A little bit of hooch. That stuff would probably take barnacles off the bottom of a boat. He's got some Campbell soup. Looks like he got some spaghetti sauce up there. You notice he did drink it.
Would you want to live there in his little house he's got?
If we were cleaned up.
Yeah, it could be kind of neat.
Cool. I mean, like, if I could walk, I could go upstairs like that. I mean, yeah, you can make that up pretty nice, It's got a nice little wood stove there, and probably get a real bed instead of a hammock. Let's just check out a new 4-part documentary, Swimming with Jaws, on YouTube. Oh, yeah, the author hated the film. Well, they did change his story around. Few authors are usually happy with the adaptations of their books.
Well, the medium of a film is different from the medium of print.
Right. And certain things are going to translate, some things aren't. I think ultimately, well, like Lord of the Rings, there's a lot, there's some narrative changes, but nothing too grievous. Yeah, we don't see Tom Bombadil. Yeah, there's some characters that get cut out, but nothing that's essential to the story itself. Unlike the new Dune movies, which cuts out how the bad guy dies at the Harkonnen.
I heard they're doing Dune 3.
Which is supposed to be Dune Messiah.
Okay.
They could probably do Dune Messiah and Children of Dune in a kind of a
I know nothing about Dune, so it's...
Yeah, I've read through Children of Dune. I kind of stopped after that. Dune Messiah is Paul being the leader of this new jihad through the galaxy, whereas Children of Dune start to deal with his kids, Leto 2 and Alia. No, I'm getting it confused. Which I can't think of her name. Now, Alia is his sister. Where's I can't remember what her name is, but which is a good story. No, yeah, Alios' sister who slowly goes crazy because of what happened when she was young, when she killed Harkonnen. That's a whole part of the character, but they didn't do that at the end of this movie, which to me was a cardinal sin of storytelling. They've totally changed that character, which is an essential character. Psycho creator hated the film Psycho. We will be watching Psycho on my channel this October, which is Hitchcocktober. We're going to be watching The Birds and then Psycho. So lots of fun stuff coming up. Some other films to look forward to this year: Galaxy Quest, The Ice Pirates, The Wraith. A little bit of Old Spice. You can tell by the bottle that it's Old Spice that he's putting on the rag.
Yeah, my grandfather used that.
And like that little skillet he's using to throw the chum out. Be nice for like a single egg. People today look at that and are like, what's the big deal with him crushing the can? 70s tin cans are not the same as
No.
cans. They were a lot tougher. Ganima, thank you, D. Penzak.
I think I'd rather be on Hooper's boat.
Well, who wouldn't want to be on Hooper's boat? I mean, the Orca would be a nice boat if it were
Clean.
Clean, a little paint, give it a little love. But he probably views it more as a tool than, something of value. For him, it's just something to use. Well, that's not totally fair. I mean, being a captain of a ship, you do have a special relation to the ship. But he's going to view it more as it's a part of his job than it is a treasured, a personal treasure. Like a guy who has a dump truck. It's going to get dirty because of what he does.
I wouldn't mind having a dump truck. That might be kind of cool.
Yeah. I miss going fishing. I got it. What? So my old poppy used Old Spice. I remember my uncle gave me a half a bottle of his old Dracar Noir. And I used that for a while. I like Dracar Noir. I like Old Spice too. Also, I used English leather sometimes. What got me is those kids that used Axe in high school. That stuff reeked. That Axe stuff. Ugh. But yeah, I mean, you paint that boat up real nice.
I'm sorry?
Nice, so yeah, you paint that boat up real nice. And she'd be a nice little boat. But she's meant to be used. She's a fisherman's boat. Now, of course, the conversation is, do you think he has the shark? Or is it something like maybe like a big marlin or a big tuna? Kind of like a nice little mystery.
Don't have any shark music though.
You know, very true. If it were the shark, you'd hear it. No. That is a good point. Never thought of that. If it's a tuna, reel it in, have some sushi. And some tuna salad for dinner. That's something I need to get more. I forgot to get tuna this week. I got two cans. I don't use tuna that often. I like keeping at least like 4 cans of tuna. Ouch!
Tuna's gross.
I love tuna fish.
Ah.
Just like by itself, like on crackers, or like if you fix up those like little cheap boxes of macaroni and cheese and then throw in a can of tuna fish, that's a nice little dinner.
No.
You can also throw in hamburger or chicken too, depending. I mean, not too.
That's fine. Tuna's not fine.
Not all at the same time. That would be a little too gross, but you know, individually. I'd like to get some of the cans of like cooked beef. You know, where it's like basically it's just cooked hamburger. Big Hair Food puts it out. Something like that. But my store doesn't carry it. That'd be good for like if you want to make like I said, if you want to put hamburger in it, or if you want to make some quick tacos, or you know who's got a good taco meat, and it's not like hamburger. It's Jenny O's turkey. They have one that's taco seasoned.
I don't think we have that down here.
I bought that once. That was good. I was surprised at how tasty that was. It didn't seem like turkey at all. I mean, I used it for like a burrito. I love that Birdie gets all the like crap jobs.
He does. He does have crap jobs.
He's like, son of a bitch. The iconic scene coming up. Whoop. Tuna and boiled egg with onions. Yeah. Yep. A little mayo.
This is like the first real shark reveal.
Yeah. You get that quick shot when he's eating the guy in the pond. But this is like the shark is here, kind of finally. And you know, say what you will about the Meg, you know, movies, the Megalodon. This was terrifying because we at least all know the Megalodon probably isn't real. But a 25-foot great white shark is possible. 25. 3 tons of them.
And we're getting probably one of the standout pieces of the film score here.
Yeah, you love this piece, the chase scene.
I do.
I do too. I'm not saying I know it. I'm just saying I know this is because you said this to me all the time.
You know what? I've seen this section of the film without the score, and of course,
it's not nearly as.
It's not.
Like I said, man, John Williams, well, any good composer of a film score really does change a film completely.
Yeah, if you get it right, definitely.
Yep. Imagine Raiders without the Raiders March.
No.
Silent.
Nope.
I mean, imagine Lord of the Rings without all that musical score. It just would never be the same.
I need something in the foreground.
No, I'm like, what for? What for? Why do you want to go out there? I just love his absolute terror. You got to give Brody credit, though. He is in a place where he does not want to be, just being on the boat. I think he calls it a porker. I think that is a name for a shark, but I never understood why they called them porkers.
It's usually a term for a Tinder date you don't want to go out with again.
A porker?
You know, the pan and scan version of this is really horrible.
Oh yeah, you need widescreen. Thank God TVs and everything now is all widescreen.
Yes.
I like that little flare. The shark's going, you see those teeth on your boat? That was my brother.
Yeah.
T. Penzak, pan and scan is the invention of the devil. That was the invention of putting a widescreen movie on a regular television. When I was younger and didn't know any better, I hated widescreen because I felt like I was losing part of the movie. When you realize it's actually the other way around. You're definitely losing part of the movie. Get radio in, get a big boat. I love that time of night. Like sun's right below the horizon, but you still got that little bit of light. This is another great scene.
Someone is sleeping underneath the table.
What?
Someone is sleeping underneath the table.
Your table?
Yes.
Oh, what, Taco?
Yes. Let's not say the name too loud. I don't want her to wake up.
Okay. Shh. Nobody say it. I got that beat. Man, that is a sweet watch he's got. My third wife's demise. Bull sharks are nasty. I just love how they bond here. It's like showing their scars are all up and by each other. She broke my heart.
Taco, no. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Go pee-pee. You go pee-pee?
Such an iconic monologue that he gives here. Such a terrifying real life situation. Yeah, two guys talking about it has nothing. That's a big shark. A lot of people, everybody's so used to like, 20, 25-foot shark in Jaws. 13-foot shark. Think about it, it's twice as big as a man. Sometimes he wouldn't go away. I wonder what Dreyfuss was thinking during this scene. Ugh. Sorry, I'm not talking much during this, but it's just so. Ugh.
Sorry, she went pee-pee like 4 different places.
Do what?
He went pee-pee in 4 different places.
Fast Spanish ladies.
Taco, no, come here. Here.
That's such a haunting thing to hear that wail. Yeah, I love how the shot just holds on Quint in this scene. Deep heads, I guess. I think that's what gives it its power, is that it doesn't go off. It's in one shot, or the bulk of it, anyway, the main bulk. Beep.
Can you imagine if Michael Bay had done that? It would have been like cut, zoom out, zoom in, cut. Select the board. Stop it, please.
Use stock footage of people floating in the water and a ship on fire. And, Well, I was thinking about this earlier. You know, you always hear about people talking about, are there any perfect films? First of all, literal perfection, maybe not. But definitely, you know, theoretical perfection. Jaws is definitely one of them.
I would say like Jaws and Raiders.
Raiders is, yeah.
Empire.
I put the original Star Wars in there too. Are you going back?
Die Hard, the best Christmas movie ever.
No. I'd say Gone with the Wind, Ten Commandments, Ben-Hur, perfect films. I'm sure there are a few older ones I'm just not thinking of. You can say Wizard of Oz. I mean, like I said, maybe not like true perfect, like I said, not literal perfect, but in the cinematic craft, what it means to society, what it means to history. You know, you can put Lord of the Rings on it. Oh, I love this when you see the shooting star. Want to see it?
I'm a couple seconds behind you.
Did you see the shooting star?
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
I love that's. I never noticed that before, and then someone mentioned it. I was like, that is so cool. Whoop. And there's the music. The shark is here.
You know, Steven Spielberg thought John Williams was playing a joke on him when he first played him the theme on the piano. He was like, "That's it." He was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Where's the rest of it?" He was like,
Yeah, because it's only like 2 notes.
2 notes.
Yep.
They're right next to each other on the piano.
Dun, 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 dun. I mean, that's it. But it's brilliant because
And
those two, and it's the pacing of it.
And you expand it out to other instruments and everything. But yeah, it's basically just those 2 notes.
But it's primary. Yeah, its primary essence is just those 2 notes. It's like Close Encounters. It's 5.
5. That was intentional. They did that intentionally.
Yeah, as part of the storyline. Bruce was like, "Yep, try to rein me in. I don't think so." I'm gonna make a phone call. This is psychotic right here. So now we're in Moby Dick Ahab territory. Quint's like, yeah. If I remember right, this song was filmed very close to shore.
Yeah.
Just making sure that the land was kept out of
back there.
It's always like it's behind our back. That's a great shot right there. I love what Spielberg can do with reflection. Like earlier when Brody's looking through the book, you see the reflection of the book in his glasses, and there the reflection is him as Brody's looking through the window. Yeah. If you're hitting water first, that bull ain't gonna be doing nothing. That's why. Like he looks at Quint. It's like, that's why. As you can listen to that engine, it's running rough. That's a bad situation to be in. That's a great shot. You just see it pulling the boat. Hey, Tim, FKHC2005, aka Tip. Welcome aboard. We're close to the end, but you can still see the major fight. Got the Cosby Lake at the top.
So, Al, if you had a 25-foot great white shark taxidermied up, would you put it on your wall?
If I can find a place for it, darn right I would. That one just pissed him off. Ooh. And they were thinking he can't pull those barrels. He's pulled the barrels and the boat.
The boat.
Dun, 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 dun. He's doing his heavy lifting.
He's got three barrels now, right?
Yeah, we've been talking about the Lego set because they're about that part of the film too, where they got the inspiration for it. Want to bet? I just love the ominous nature of it, especially like I said when you the bit I used from the trailer and the intro before we watched the movie. It's so terrifying to listen to it. It's like made the devil with jaws.
Okay, mess around, find out, little girl.
So now you can see the island in the background there. But they don't mind at this point because they're letting you know that they are getting closer to home. A poltergeist Lego set. See, Quint right now. Quint, he's gone over to the dark side. If he was back off of a little bit. See, in response to that, what does he do? Cranks it up again. Dumbass. An E.T. and a Poltergeist Lego set. That thing. I can see him doing E.T. Did they do a Close Encounters Lego set?
I feel like there's an ET set, but maybe I'm just thinking that there should be and there's not.
Man, a Close Encounters would be cool. Make the mountain and then have the ship above it.
Yeah.
The Devil's Tower. Yep.
Taco, where are you? Come here.
Now, if only I hadn't lost my mind and busted up the radio. Well, I love that look at Dreyfuss' face. He is terrified. A Twilight Lego set. Why not Bates' house? I can see the Bates Motel. That would be a cool one. The Twilight Lego set would like not be good because it would just be all kinds of glitter. You know, it would get all over the place. Too sparkly for me.
Ow!
I love that. You remember back in the Philadelphia story he was talking about. It's like they were going to put on a life preserver.
Life jacket.
They'll give it to them, but he's not going to put it on himself. It wouldn't have helped anyway, really, when you think about what happens. Oh, they did do a mothership? Ooh. Yeah, I've got Cosby running, but I'm not looking at the thing because I don't want to say anything and jinx it. I'll say it at the end. As far as what's going on with Cosby. Remember, you guys who are here, we are doing Dragonheart tomorrow night at 8 with Deleted Scenes joining us as well. Would you get in a shark cage?
No.
Not talking even regularly, like.
No.
Okay.
Certain things I don't need experience in life, you know.
If given the opportunity, and as long as there's not like megalodon or giant jaws like shark floating around, I think it'd be kind of cool.
No. You can back. Oh, I guess sit here.
But I could definitely see myself soiling myself if like I got in there and like have one kind of like ram into it, you know. If KHC says he sees that you like garbage.
Yes,
he does. Oh, that's the real filming model from Close Encounters. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. I would love to get like all kinds of weird like little model parts and things and like create my own like ship or something, just on do a mashup. Yeah, Tim says you'd never see me in that cage. That cage? No. A regular real life, not going to die type of cage. I'd give it a shot. Well, if I were younger.
No.
Now that I think was a real shark. I don't think that was a model. Because they always talk about, like the size, a 25-foot shark. They measured. There's like one that they had, I think that was that big. And it was a female. Great white. So here's where he made the mistake. He put that on the outside. He's like, I am screwed. But yeah, in the original book, Hooper dies. And if someone says, spoiler alert, it's like, well, the book came out in 74. Deal with it. That would be absolutely terrifying.
I mean, you could probably very easily have a stroke at this point in time.
Yeah, probably. With the pressure of the water, you mean?
That and the fear and adrenaline that's coursing through your body.
Yeah. That shot of it twisting like that, oh man. And what they're thinking of there. It would be heartbreaking. See, they're trying to lift it and the shark. I like that. And 3 heart attacks later. 4 sets of underwear later.
No, baby. No. Mm-mm.
Oh.
I will say, seeing this in the movie theater on the big screen, it just plays entirely different.
Yeah.
It's a lot more gruesome on the big screen, for starters.
Oh.
Nope.
I like that you can still see blood in the water.
Do you think they went a little too far with Quint's death?
No. They could have gone a lot farther. They could have showed him like chopped in half. And like he pulls away and just half of Quint is sitting there. So John's on a seafood diet. Yeah, he sees food, he eats it.
That's right.
A dark and gritty Steve Urkel. I love a good parody. Like I said, there's a Carol Burnett parody out there. Harvey Korman is Quint, and I think Tim Conway is Hooper or something like. I don't know if it was a Carol Burnett show or something else. I might be mistaken, or could be a Mandela effect. I don't know.
And if anyone hasn't bought the Entrada 2-disc set of Jaws, it's well worth the money. I think it's like $30. It's got some alternate takes that were not used in the film that are, I think some of them are better than what we got in the film.
Boom!
No, baby. You're annoying people.
Oh, poor Bruce. That's all right. Your mother will avenge you. Because I think the one in Jaws 2, they have always said was the mother. Or it's a rumor. I forget. I'll have to do Jaws 2 one day. Not nearly as good of a film. It's still fun.
I imagine we'll do Jaws 2 next 4th of July.
Yeah, why not?
We started with 4, we've done 1, and then
Yeah, now
we'll
we're
do
back
2,
to 1.
and we'll just skip 3.
I will say, though, I'm glad we did 4 because I had never seen it. And I hold that 4 is a lot better than people think. I'm not saying it's
I
great.
think just a little bit of tweaking, it could have been a better film. Just a little bit.
Yeah. Don't have the shark roaring like a lion.
But I mean, when you're making a movie about a shark attacking people, you gotta kind of like not take it too seriously.
No. I got Quint. No. Didn't make it. Yeah, it depends like the Carol Burnett skit. Yeah. I'll have to find that one day and watch it again. Carol Burnett. The Carol Burnett show was such a big part of my childhood. If I were ever to create my own TV schedule of all, like, you know, if I had to fill in a week of TV shows, I would have to put Carol Burnett show somewhere because that was Saturday night to me. I still do plan to do that. I was going Big Al Broadcasting Company. One of the greatest films
Ever.
Yeah, ever.
Well, happy 4th of July, everyone.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, America.
Happy 4th. Happy Jaws Day.
Next year we'll be back with Jaws. Dois.
Jaws 2.
Right.
Live shark footage film by Ron and Valerie Tyler. Filmed in Panimation. Colored by Technicolor. Quint, Hooper, Ellenberty, Vaughn, Meadows, Hendricks, Chrissy. Susan Backliner. Yeah, she's the one that passed away. God bless her soul. Lee Fierro was Mrs. Kittner. Stanford University. Very surprising. Not a very long thing. Oops, it's restarting on Cosby. Okay, guys, coming off of Cosby. Leave site, yes. Back to Streamline. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed that. God knows I do enjoy that. Jaws 2 Electric Boogaloo. In more ways than one. You're right. I like, yeah. But yeah, we'll do Jaws next 4th of July. That'll be fun.
Jaws 2, yeah.
Jaws 2, yeah. Because the Birdman and I, we have like a little holiday get together, watch a film. It started with what was the one that was
Scent of a Woman?
Yeah, Scent of a Woman on Thanksgiving.
Hey,
a couple of years ago.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
both of you. Hey, no.
We're trying to get used to a new member in the house.
Told him.
And then 2026, yeah, Jaws 3D. Or just Jaws 3, other than 3D. I did see it in 3D. But I don't see films well in 3D because I have a lazy eye. So everything I see is 2D anyway. So it really doesn't, 3D does not work for me. Everything okay there, bud?
Well, babies have to learn. You push so far, you're going to get your ass whooped. So
who's Taco trying to?
Cricket right now.
Cricket.
She was annoying Mallory for a second, but Mallory stopped that shit pretty efficiently.
Yeah.
So I'll let them correct each other, but sometimes you still gotta be like, you gotta just break them up.
You're the referee.
Go to your corner.
You're the referee. They can do certain things, but you can't cross a certain line. So, Birdman, you got anything upcoming? Anything you're looking forward to doing some unpacking, or?
I'm waiting on that large Mondo blind box order to come. I got 3 blind box Mondo coming. That's 15 LPs.
Wow.
I don't know what they are. I have no idea. So
now this is something you just. Oh, I think I saw that. You order like a whole thing, and you get.
Yeah, they put 5 titles in a box, and they mark it down to like next to nothing. And
wow.
Yeah.
And that to you is like chum in the water for Jaws. You just have to take a bite at it.
Yeah, because I kind of get the feeling I'm just gonna get stuff I probably already have, or stuff I don't care
anyway.
But then I'll just like either flip it on eBay or Christmas presents for people, because I know there'll be something retro reels would want, H Boomer would want, Miss 80s would want, someone, Hey, enough.
Yeah, I know one. I'm hoping to get an LP player one day. Yeah.
Oh, once you start down that path, my friend.
Well, I have some that I can't play because I don't have the player right now.
Mm-hmm.
I used to, but I used to have one of those nice, one that had that and the double decks and the radio and a place for the LPs at the bottom with the little glass door on it. It was an old Casio. That was a nice little player. It had a front loading CD player, which was really nice. But I need to get, because I have a CD player, but it's not very user friendly. You have to like push the disc on to the little thing. That just bugs me. But
I remember late spring 2020, I came across some LPs that I had. I don't remember having them. And I worked with a guy for years, and he was, oh, you need to get into LPs, you need to get into vinyl. Why don't you buy records? Blah blah. And I was like, yeah, whatever, you know. And so that kind of like, well, I'll get a record player, and then that just kind of started everything. And yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, you got that LP needle in your vein.
Yeah,
I like it. I mean, I was like I said, I was raised on LPs. That's what I had. I liked them, and I just lost. Just don't have the player anymore. But I still got a lot of great old LPs that it'd be kind of fun to play, and I don't mind that little bit of when you listen to it.
Well, if it's good, if everything's as it should be, you shouldn't have any surface noise.
Right, but you know what I mean. That every now and then, if your regular Joe average numbskull record player, you might have that little bit of white that every now and then kind of sound. But so yeah, you always like to do unboxings. Just keep an eye out on his channel. Sometimes it's always fun to watch him open a box. I get scared every time you open a box.
Why? Why?
You go at that thing. I'm terrified opening things. I'm always doing the best I can because I'm always afraid I'm going to damage it. You're like ripping it like a kid on Christmas morning, and it like terrifies me.
That's the fun part of it.
Yeah, I just for me that it's just too scary to do it that way. But so yeah, keep an eye on his channel. I know you got some stuff in the fire coming up with a little G.I. Joe possibility happening soon, maybe.
Yes, Toy Habits and I will be starting our way through the original Marvel Comics run of the G.I. Joe comic. They just did a Kickstarter. It broke 3.7 million. It needed 50,000 to fund. 3.7 million. Yeah, it's every issue of G.I. Joe that Marvel Comics ever published, and 4 ginormous volumes. And he's never read the comic book. I did, and we're going to go through issue by issue and discuss it.
That'll be cool.
And
that is definitely something different.
I think it'll be interesting because other people on YouTube have reviewed the comics, but we'll have a totally different take because the mythology, we'll be discussing the mythology of G.I. Joe, the toy line, the influences that the toy line had on the comic, how back in the day you couldn't advertise toys, but you could advertise a comic book, which is kind of how they snuck in a lot of that stuff. And I mean, I think it's going to be a blast. If you like G.I. Joe, if you like comic books, I think it'd be worth your time. It's Toy Habits is the YouTube channel.
Cool deal.
But those don't ship until fall. So,
but remember, if Toy Habits pays for streaming, you can piggyback.
Yeah.
So you can also get it on your channel. I don't pay, so because I don't do it as often. But as far as me, of course, everybody just on the review side, I've got some reviews up this week. Beverly Hills Cop, Axel F. The new Beverly Hills Cop film is out. I got a review for that. Got a review for Quiet Place Day One. Cute little film called Thelma. If you like a senior citizen, think of an old lady and the beekeeper combined, and you kind of get what that's going on there. Just a lot more lower key. Of course, I got Horizon up, the new Costner Western. So yeah, drop by and check out my reviews. As far as upcoming live streams, tomorrow night, 8:00 with the Birdman and also with deleted scenes, we're going to be watching Dragonheart to get a little dragon wetting of the whistle so we can watch Dragon Slayer on Netter's Network on Saturday night. So check in tomorrow at 8 p.m. on my channel for Dragonheart. And of course, join me on Netter's Network for Dragon Slayer. Of course, you got Troy tomorrow night for Last Call. I believe not tomorrow night, but next Friday, if all pans out, I will be appearing on Troy's Last Call with Troy Pacelli. He's going to be doing a show on cryptids. Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, Chupacabra, things like that. I love cryptids. He's invited me to join. And I was like, yes. He thought about doing it tomorrow, but my stream tomorrow might be a little too much to do right, after doing this and then tomorrow night stream and going right in. My voice needs at least a little bit of rest. So I want to thank everybody who joined us. I'm glad you got to enjoy one of the greatest films of all time, Jaws, with us. Any last words?
No. Jaws 2 next 4th of July. Put it on your calendars.
Next 1 year from today, Jaws 2 on this channel.
We have not picked out the Thanksgiving movie yet. So
what day is next 4th of July?
It comes after the 3rd or the 5th. It's probably on a Thursday.
Computer.
No, it would be.
When is
on a Friday.
4th of July 2025?
It'll be on a Friday.
Friday, July 4th, 2025 is in 11 months, 4 weeks, and 2 days.
Computer. What day of the week is July 4th, 2025? Friday. It's Friday.
July 4th, 2025 is on a Friday.
Oh, okay, Friday. Okay. So yeah. A year from now on a Friday night, going to be watching Jaws 2. Pencil it in. Like I said, got a lot of great rewatches coming up on my channel as well. Like I said, Dragon Hunt tomorrow night, and next Saturday night, I'm going to be watching John Cusack's hilarious 80s comedy, Better Off Dead. It is John Cusack July on my channel. And 2 weeks after that, we're going to be watching One Crazy Summer. So, those are going to be a lot of fun to watch. And some great stuff upcoming in the months to come. Take care, everybody. Have a great stream. Enjoy the fireworks tonight if you go out. Stay safe if you go out. If you're watching it on TV, enjoy that too. Just have a lot of fun. If you're, I don't know if you got tomorrow off, but I hope you do, because it's a lot of fun to have a 4-day weekend. Take care, everybody. Stay safe. God bless America.